Hello, hello. You were quick on the draw there with the late. I was only a few seconds. How are you doing today, chat? It's nice to see ya. I was in a bit of a scramble this morning. I woke up a little late, so it's been a slow start to my day altogether. As you can potentially see, down right. That's to my left. But screen right. I have successfully managed to get the baseball score on stream. So there's the little Blue Jays game. I mostly just want that so I can look at it. But you know, if you like baseball, we're winning too. So we're if you're not into baseball, we're cheering for the team on the right, the blue guys. Ooh, that's a baseball. Epic JoJo's reference, by the way. I have not seen JoJo's, so I wouldn't know. Apparently Saucy has started watching JoJo's, though, so you can direct all of your JoJo's references his way. Feverish, but alright. Well, I'm sorry you're feeling feverish, Destiny. Hopefully you get better soon. So many people have been sick lately. I feel so bad. I hope you are able to recover. I hope you get to rest a little bit and just enjoy and cozy up while we stream. It's nice to see everyone. Ooh, I am a little tired today. I got a bit of a late start to my day. I had another one of those days where I get to remind myself how actually I am like kind of reliant on coffee and caffeine, because I didn't have my coffee until like 10:30, something like that. And I can feel it. I'm so eepy, but I have my Tim Hortons coffee, and I'm watching my Toronto Blue Jays baseball like a good little Canadian, so it's alright. Basically, in part 3, there's a moment near the climax where Jotaro bets all his friends' souls on a game of NES baseball. That's gorgeous. Beautiful. I have heard so many, like, individual things about what happens in JoJo's, and it's sometimes hard to believe that they all come from the same show. Spoilers, I just finished part 2. In your defense, or in Rose's defense, Saucy, that show has been out for quite a while, so... You're on break from school, Destiny? Yay, that's awesome! Good that you have some time to rest up. Oh no! Oh no, I'm so sorry, Toko. I don't have Streamer Bot open. Hold on, let me turn the sunglasses on manually. Shit. You guys are reminding me to do stuff. There we go. I'm very cool. I'm sorry that it didn't do it automatically. Is it truly a spoiler if nothing makes sense? That is true. I don't know. I won't be the judge for that one. The sunglasses do go quite well with this outfit. Thank you for the flower crown. Streamer Bot is up now. The redeems will work immediately. Hello, Toko, by the way, first time chat, welcome to stream. I am so sorry that your first experience with me was my fucking redeems not working. I am fixing that. I also, once again, stream is gonna open with me having trouble with Tits, because Tits keeps crashing when I try to open it. Well, thank you for the cozy blanket. I appreciate it. I'm all bundled up. Okay, I'm gonna try and relaunch Tits. There is a lot going on for me to keep track of. Congratulations on the 7-stream watch streak, Angel. Also, I am happy to hear that your Wi-Fi is working better today. I will cross my fingers, knock on wood, that everything remains running smoothly. Oh, you hadn't seen that? Well... it's giving you your blueberries nonetheless. Congratulations, congratulations. I have not kept up with the Netflix JoJo stuff, but that is kind of crazy. It's just, here, have one episode, and we'll surprise you when the rest of them come out. They're just gonna show up someday. Okay, let me see if I can get the throwing system up and working. That would be preferred. No, not the rest. Literally just episode 2. Wow. Thank you so much for the flower crown and the sunglasses. Oh, I'm like kitted out. This goes good with this outfit too. Thanks so much, Angel. The release schedule is once every whenever we feel like it. I fear that that's a little too relatable, Rose. I fear that maybe that's also how I operate. On an it'll be done when it's done basis. Oh, I wanted to check if both were possible, if it works. Yeah, most of my redeems are layerable. You can stick like a bunch of stuff on me until I look ridiculous. And just with the way that what's it called? VTube Studio does items and stuff. The only ones that don't stack on top of each other are the ones that like literally change my expression. So like the uwu and owo ones don't stack, but I don't think they stack. I actually haven't tried turning both of those toggles on at the same time. That might be weird. But yeah, but you aren't a multi-billion-dollar company who's been working on this for years. That is a very good point. That's why I complain about this, but not the Amazing Digital the Amazing Digital Circus release schedule. That is so true. Oh no, Toes, what are we doing? Oh, that messes up my face so bad. Destroy Muffins model stream. There we go. I hate this. Go back. It'll go away in a few minutes. There we go. Oh, that's cursed. Yeah, I actually didn't think to test those on top of each other. I assumed that no one would do that. Muffins alter ego? Kind of. Evil Muffins. Amazing Digital Circus mentioned. Let's go! So I'm gonna send you an invoice for the therapy you just caused me. I would request that you invoice it to Toes and not me, but I do think that that's fair. You didn't account for me, I should've. Like when you don't know how to feel about something, yeah. It was a little horrifying. I didn't like having my face do that, I'm gonna be honest. That was a little scary. Please. Please work. I'm trying to get the item throwing up. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Chat, nothing's happening. I think it may have crashed. Oh, thank you for the blanket. I feel so comforted through my tech issues. This one is really not my fault, though. Oh, yeah! And the sunglasses. Oh, we're stacking today. We're making good use of those channel points. Okay, see if we can get those to go and we're good. I've been going into all my friends' streams and playing the one who's running the show, and then they actually want to watch the show. Beautiful. Couldn't stack all 3 at once. I think you have to be pretty quick. I feel like we finally turned you into a fashion doll. You're getting pretty close. I mean, I do have a handful of different outfits, so maybe we're already there. I did remember to actually change my outfit before stream this time. I try to put on a different one every stream, but sometimes I forget. Okay. By the way, I noticed a strange little pink line around you. You saw my hitbox. It is gone now. I hit it, but that is for throwing system for tits. Whenever I boot up the program, it shows me where my hitbox is. That's where I'll get smacked if you throw muffins at me. But all is as it should be. Tits work, yeah. My tits do work. They are functioning properly. At least I think they are. Should I test throw? I would say yes. I don't know why that muffin was so big, but... You have a hitbox? I'm throwing you into a fighting game. No, please, I wouldn't last. I'm not built for fighting. Did you see me? I'm tiny. I'm tiny and rabbit-like. me pick out some music for today. I didn't pick out my my music beforehand. That's kind of my bad, but I can do that really quick. I typically do Pokemon music for the Pokemon stream. Let me find some Pokemon music. I'm throwing you in Invincible verses. It'll be so brutal. Please no. Oh god, Toads. Wow. I don't think it can handle doing all 3 at once. I think 2 might be our limit. But thank you, thank you. Why did it not do my flower crown? I think you may have overwhelmed the queue. There, I'll put it on. So Crown and Cozy don't stack, we learned. I guess not. I mean, unless... Where's my Cozy button? I can make them stack. Oh, wait, no! They cancel each other out! That's so weird. I don't know why they do that. None of my other toggles do that. Right? Like, if I turn on sunglasses, it won't hide the Cozy. No, that works. That's so weird. Someone actually got the combo. Yeah, let's go. We're employing the scientific method here. Ask me if there's a bigger combo available. I feel like you could potentially. I'll have to give more items that you can stack. Wait, sorry to go off topic, but in the Mario Party emote redraw, you said you wanted hit and miss but didn't have space yet. These essentially serve the same function. They do, and I think that's why I shied away from doing hit and miss, because I have stonks and not stonks. They're kind of the same thing, but the Mario Party hit and miss ones are really funny, so I'm like... I could still make the hit and miss ones, and then we can just, like, switch them on and off with the stonks ones per stream. We'll have to see. Although if there is one, it will be complicated unless more than one person's coordinates. I think that's what it'll have to be. I'll have to give more items that you guys can stack on me, but it will probably become a thing of, like, chat has to communicate and coordinate together to put a bunch of items on me at once. But, like, you could. It would work. I'm just gonna go with my, my upbeat Electro Cafe mix, cause I think anything too chill and sleepy, I will get tired. Okay, there we go. I can do it. I have secret tech. Ooh, okay, I'm interested to see. You could do a poll at the starting soon screen and let the early chatters vote on what we want. Oh, that could be fun. I like that. That or using more than one device, that would also work. Does it count that as more... Toes? Toes, what is this? Does it count that as more views for me? Because I would take that. Definitely isn't a ploy because I'm always in early and will force hit and miss. It's okay, it's allowed to be a little bit of a ploy. I guess we're starting early with some hydrates. That's 5 of them. Wait, when did we got 2 more runs, chat. We're up 3-0 now. Chug, chug, chug. Don't drown, Muffins. 5 hydrates. Let's do 5 hydrates. Cheers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, my chest feels all cold. You guys ever have that when it's like been a little bit since you've had some water, you drink water and like it gets all cold in your inside? It's a really specific feeling, but like kind of weird. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit distracted by baseball, excuse me. I need to see how we got 2 more runs. It appears that there was a home run. Very good. No, I'm a dehydrated girly, so I'm always chugging water. I'm pretty good about hydrating, but it's just like every so often, if I haven't had enough water in a day and I have cold water, you just feel it. Don't even need multi-device, just open separate tabs, preload the redeem, and then control tab to swap quickly. That is such good tech, Toes. I'm a little afraid of that, actually. That's awesome. Let me get you guys a playlist link, and then we can start doing some Pokemon concepting. Yum, 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 yum. I get incredibly thirsty the second I'm not sipping on water, so I always have a glass in reach. And that's good practice. We respect being good and hydrated. I try and get myself... I try and keep myself hydrated, but as is the fate of many an artist, I often get really locked in and forget. What helps me a lot is just having a fun glass to drink out of. At my, like, art work desk, I have one of those nice, like, glass tumblers. It's got, like, a nice little flower pattern on it. It's, like, the perfect size, and it comes with a straw. And so if I have that, I typically drink a lot of water. And for this desk, for my streaming desk, I have ordered a Gamer Supps Waifu Cup, which I will just probably mostly be putting water in. And that will be my fun cup for here that will help me stay hydrated, hopefully. It's to the point my parents get mad they never have ice in the dispenser. It's fine. That's kind of crazy that you managed to, like, siphon off all of the ice like it's all yours, but I respect the game. I respect the hydration. I wish that could be me. Did I not copy and paste the link? I thought I copy and pasted the link. Oh, that's the wrong message. Whoops. Now I've messed up by pinning it. I have to reload Twitch. We'll get there. We'll get there, chat. To get one that can detect being tilted and every so often it doesn't get tipped, it starts lighting up. That sounds like it would be expensive, but I kind of vibe with that idea. I like things that light up. Although I guess if it lights up, it's bad, because it means I haven't been drinking enough water. Remains a legal loophole, allows you to hydrate 5 times, but only with small sips. You guys don't know how much water I drink per sip. There's no way to tell. I do try and get, like, a decent gulp. I try to be fair. Also love Gamer Supps flavors, but IMO their cups suck. I have never owned one of their cups. I just got one because a VTuber I really liked was doing a waifu cup drop, and I really wanted a waifu cup. Had Pyrocynical, Silver Veils, and Numi Rocket, and they've all broken in some way. Oh, that's sad. Well, I will try and take really good care of mine, and we will see how it goes. I just think the waifu cups are fun, I gotta be so honest. Support never helps you? That's sad. Well, I will fingers crossed that I don't have the same affliction. I would like my cup to last, but I guess we'll see. I mean, I could hit you with 20 hydrates if you're taking small sips. You can trust me, Toes. I take, like, a decent drink of water. 20 hydrates would probably be my entire water bottle. Save your blueberries. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. I promise that I am drinking at, like, a decent pace. I just also have a really big water bottle. This thing is, like, 40 ounces or something. It takes a while to finish. Alright. Chat, shall we start the Pokemoning? Are we ready to Pokemon? Oh. They always say these cups are limited. We can't offer replacement or repairs, but we can give you 5% off your next order. I mean, I guess that's the problem with the fact that they do almost exclusively limited drops for the collab cups, is that like really once the stock is gone, it's gone. I feel like they could give you a little more than 5% off, but that's just me. Or, you know, maybe just make it a little bit of a stronger plastic. Yeah, I'm not a business owner. Unless you count this. I guess legally this is technically counted as some sort of business, but whatever. Speaking of which, I actually do need to go. It's tax season and I need to go find out how to get like my payment logs from Twitch for my taxes, which I've never had to do before. It feels scary. My issue is the topper could definitely be replaced. No exclusive printing, yet they don't even offer like replacements without the creator-specific colors. Oh, that's a good call, actually. Maybe they should do that. That would be a good idea. From what I've seen, you might be able to buy like just like a generic one and get the top off of that. I don't know. Again, I don't really have the experience with like to say. I recommended them, but they didn't seem interested. Oh, that's too bad. 20 hydrates would only be 1k blueberries. That would only be like 7% of my blueberry stock. Toes, how many blueberries do you have? That's up there. Have a very good lurk, Destiny. Okay, let me swap us down to my desk. We've been chatting for a bit. Sorry, I'm ranting because I spent so much money on them and they kind of shafted me, so now I'm tilted. That's really fair, Rose. If you had a bad experience with them, you deserve to like be able to say and voice that. That's well within your right as a customer, I would say. 13k plus, wow. Someone's devoted. Good evening. Hi, Senko. How are you? Welcome to stream. We're just gonna get started on the Pokemoning, I believe. It's nice to see you. How are you doing today? Also, the CEO called me a loser. That's crazy. That's crazy shit. Was it on a stream? I am death? Oh no, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better, Senko. That's besides the point. I want that DK rap. It's DK rap time. That's actually real. It was Schlatt and it was on stream. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, well, that's not very nice. And then I like had to think about it for a minute. I'm like, no, wait, they're streamers. It was probably on a stream. Emotionally, not physically. I'm sorry, Senko. I hope you feel better emotionally. Ugh. I just had coffee splash on my face. Let me get that off. Okay. Shall we Pokemon? I didn't really introduce that today. That's what we're doing today. We're doing more Pokemon fashion dolls because I want to do another one. And then afterwards, I did download the Tomodachi Life demo. So long as I have time, as long as this doesn't take me like 4 hours, after we do Pokemon designs, we will do Tomodachi Life. Which Pokemon are we choosing now? We are choosing now. I am going to spin the wheel. May I recommend a possible Pokemon to fashion doll at some point? Of course you may, Rose. I take suggestions from all chats. Which one do you want? I can add it to the wheel right now, actually. Snivy is my absolute favorite, then I will add Snivy. Let's poke Armand, but not in the weird way. Yeah, Toes. Let's do it. Let me add Snivy and then we will poke Armand. For research purposes, Lopunny. I will add Lopunny. Nothing wrong with liking Lopunny Senko. Okay. Okay, that should be up to date now. Curious about what Shuckle would look like since it's such an interesting design. You are right. I'll add Shuckle too. We can do that. Weird because now if I had no personal attachment, I'd probably disregard Snivy as just an average grass starter, but because she's the one who started the journey with me, I can't let it go. That's fair. I think that happens for a lot of people. That's kind of just how Pokemon works. You get personally attached. I adore Cyndaquil. I adore Typhlosion. I know what Game Freak did. We don't talk about that here. Typhlosion was my very first Pokemon card because a kid on the playground just gave me this really nice like holo Typhlosion card, and it just became my favorite Pokemon. And like there's just a sentimentality to that, and you can't. I mean, my favorite starter, I guess. My favorite Pokemon is still Sylveon, but also really fond of Rattata, like my little rodent friend. Yes, yes, yes. And we're back to no rules against the Pokemon Batman. How do we always end up back here? Second, you said when I was a child, I actually liked the design for being fluffy. Nowadays, I am traumatized by Joker. Why does the internet ruin everything we love? That's like me and Vaporeon. I thought Vaporeon was so cool. And then the internet did what the internet does, and now I feel weird liking Vaporeon. And Shuckle. Okay, there we go. I think that's all the new ones. We up 4 now. We are up 4 toes. Thank you for noticing. There's no rules against the Pokemon Batman. Oh, and I was supposed to add Dreepy for Saucy too. Let's add Dreepy while we're here. What a silly little dude that is. Beautiful. Okay, now we're up to date. Oh, also curious about Zubat, but don't want to flood suggestions. It's okay. We'll take one more. Zubat. I have Bulbapedia open, so I can grab one more image. That is a silly little dude. Right there. I like having some silly little dude Pokemon to draw. Okay, there we go. That's all the suggestions added. Should have all my guys on it. I just like Zubat and Crobat because I got 3. Seriously, 3 full odd shiny Zubats in an actual cartridge of Emerald? What is your luck? That's crazy. I'm impressed. Oh, new guy homered. One of our new players who we got this year that everyone has been very, very anticipating to see play good hit a home run. So we're happy for him. That's my live play-by-play. I wanted to see if I could get like an OBS plugin for this. This is just like a screen capture of the little like score update thing. I would love to be able to get like a little plugin for OBS that also has like the play-by-play of like what's happening in the game, but alas. Appleton is underrated IMO. I love Appleton, Destiny. That guy is a cutie. Let's add him too while we're here. We'll get to spinning the wheel eventually, I swear. I feel like Appleton would be a baker. I feel like you're correct. I don't understand how it happened not once, not twice, but thrice while never looking for them. It's always the ones you're never looking for. The moment you let on that you want a shiny, the shiny will never appear. That's the trick. Okay, wheel. Looks like it has all the new guys on it. That's good. Underrated, it consistently sits at Bulbapedia's top 10 search Pokemon, does it? I did not know that. I definitely don't feel like I hear about people talk about Appleton very much. The one I feel would be the most complicated is Barbarkle. Oh, I don't like that one. It's been said, so I will add it, but I don't like that one. I hate his Gigantamax. His Gigantamax makes, or not the Gigantamax, the other one, Mega. I hate his Mega. It makes me uncomfortable. I also feel like I don't hear a lot of people saying that Appleton is their favorite, but maybe I'm just not talking to the right people. How do I look at Bulbapedia's most searched Pokemon? I want to look at this now. Search results don't lie. No, I wanna see the ranking of most searched Pokemon. Wasn't saying to add it as such, just that it would be the most complicated thing. It's too late, it's on the wheel. It's been added. Okay, Bulbapedia's most searched Pokemon of the year. The top 10 for 2025. For the year of 2025, Applin, not Appleton, was 15. Yeah, okay, I see it here. I mean, Applin's pretty cool. I love Applin. Applin's really funny. Number 1 was Eevee, no surprise. Number 2 was Lucario. Number 3 is Gardevoir. Number 4 is Zygarde. Number 5, Dragonite. Number 6, Pikachu. Number 7, Charizard. Number 8, Garchomp. Number 9, Gengar. And number 10, Ceruledge. There we go, I always say that name wrong. Kind of the ones you'd expect, I think. What's the least searched Pokemon in 2025? I'm going all the way down to the bottom. And bottom 10 has 2 middle starters somehow. No, that makes sense. Clang is dead last. Yeah. You know what? That checks out. Give my boy Greedent some love. He's in the bottom 3. That's crazy. And Double's so cool, though. I am not at all surprised that there are middle evolutions down there, because everyone forgets about the middle evolutions of the starters. Something tells me that Gardevoir's thing has a reason suspicious to be looking for. I mean, both Gardevoir and Lucario have cracked the top 10. And I'm sure they're up there because, you know, a lot of people genuinely like those Pokemon a lot, but there are also other reasons. I just always assume starters would be up there purely because everyone has those Pokemon and wants to see when they evolve. I guess that is true. Like, you'd think more people would search them for, like, seeing, hey, when does this middle evolution I have evolve? But guess not. Apparently not. I saw also, because Pokemon Stadium? Is it Stadium? I think it's Stadium. The new Pokemon Stadium game is coming out in April. So we got to see what the abilities for the Mega Evos of the champions. Thank you, Rose. I knew it was somewhere in that. Pokemon Champions is coming out. I think it is in April. So we get to see what abilities the ZA starters have in their Mega Evolutions. And I think it's very funny that that Feraligatr and Meganium both got like cool, unique abilities to match with their new Megas. And they, what's his name? They just gave, I can't remember the pig's name. Oh my god. Emboar. They just gave Emboar Mold Breaker. For once, Meganium is not the one being shafted. In Gardevoir's case, I think they drew that conclusion from her humanoid appearance and her ability to share feelings and emotions. Yeah, but it's like a psychic Pokemon, and that makes sense for her. Emboar, not Stonks. Emboar is cool, they deserve better. We can debate the coolness of Emboar. I have feelings. The only downside is that unless you play for a subscription, you have to grind a lot. That's what I've heard. I stumbled through that message, I'm sorry. But yes, I've heard that a lot of it is paid, which is I'm like a little like, I'll probably play a little bit of it, but I can't see myself being like super devoted to that. As much as I like battling, I'm not like a super strategic battling person. I like to get one hard-hitting move and just like brute force my way through the game. I play for fun. Yeah, and limited Pokemon slots, so you can't hold a bunch of different teams for different formats. Oh, that kind of sucks. Ugh. Absolutely no single player with which is a bummer. That does annoy me a little bit. I feel like if I did competitive matches on those, I would embarrass myself so hard. I love Pokemon. I am not a very strategic Pokemon player. This is not why I'm in it. I'm in it for the funny little guys. Like, at least Stadium had something. Yeah, like, I feel like it would have made sense to make, like, a single-player kind of career mode, story mode, whatever, so that you can play through, like, a bunch of different matches and, like, build your team and learn to get better. Especially for, like, I'm sure there will be lots of kids picking this up that have never done, like, strategic Pokemon team building before, strategic Pokemon battling. And so having like a story mode or something that takes you through how to play it would be helpful. 4-2 now. Oh, it is. I appreciate that you're keeping me updated on this, Toad, because I'm not really looking. I only glance over there every so often. What happened? A home run happened. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm excited for, yeah. I mean, it seems like a cool game. I can't wait to bully little Timmy's day one. That is true. You will probably have a lot of that if you're into that kind of thing. You're into beating a bunch of kids at I mean, I guess that one's not really a children's game. It's more for people who do like to do competitive battling, but I'm sure it'll make you feel really good about yourself. You'll like take down like 3 in a row and I'm the best Pokemon battler ever. And I'm here for that. I support that. Okay, do you guys want to actually spin the wheel now? It's just Megas day one, no Z moves, no Dynamax or Terra, which sucks. That does suck. I like all the different battle gimmicks. I loved Dynamax. I know it's just like fancier Megas kind of-ish, but I thought Dynamax was so fun. No, we don't want the spin. Okay, we can just, like, sit here and watch the wheel for a little bit, then chat about Pokemon, whatnot. I'm gonna have some water. Let's spin it. Let's spin to see when we spin. I mean, I could throw together a quick wheel toes. Muffins, what if you draw yourself as a Pokemon with 3 different evolutions? I love that idea, Senko. That's fantastic. That will have to be a different stream, but that making a Muffins Fakemon sounds very fun. Especially because there are not any Jackalope Pokemon. And I think it would be cool. Guys, should I make myself a humanoid animal? I have a mean DMAX team I want to introduce some children to. Wow. Mean. I hope this game runs well and performs smoothly, since lately most games haven't been very polished in terms of performance. To say the least, not to mention somewhat broken. Yeah, I would agree with that, Angel. I mean, I always want to, like, cough Scarlet Violet, and that Scarlet Violet was, like, devastating day one. Bring up another wheel with different times. It's like the subathon wheel that determines how much time I add to the subathon, except this isn't a subathon. Muffins humanoid, watch out, Joker is always nearby. Muffins has an evolved form. That's right, I do have an evolved form. I would probably be a 2-stage evolution, I would say. But it'd be really funny if you made a Fakemon and it was just typical furry bait designs people complain about. You have a point there. I think that would be really funny, Rose. I see some designing in my future. What? I'm knocking stuff over at my desk, don't mind me. Okay. Is it wheel time, chat? It's been 45 minutes. Can we start drawing? It'd be really funny if you made Fakemon, it was just... Oh, wait, no, I read that one already. Nope, I'm not allowed to. My chat's kind of behind the head of my Miku figurines, so sometimes I forget if I've read messages or not. In fact, I believe that in a recent version of the game, a version with more tricks was discarded, because it was about... Oh god, so much stuff. Because it has about half an hour more gameplay due to animation, like, oh... That's crazy. There is a time and place for everything, but that is not now. Chat has held me hostage in a just chatting stream. You all know, but BDSP without any patches was somehow way worse than Scarby ever was. They didn't even have the soundtrack on launch. It may seem irrelevant considering we have the day one patch, but when Nintendo stops the Switch servers, people who buy the cartridge will get the base version. That sucks. That is so true. Yeah, I never played BDSP, so I was not aware of that, but wow. Yeah, I need them to get better at not releasing their Pokemon games. Broken. Lower the DK wrap to 10k and we will let you spin. Hey now. Maybe we can strike a bit of a deal. That's too low. I can't bring it down to 10k toes. That is valuable content right there. It's... Mm-mm. $100k? 100k and you can spin? Oh. Is it 100k only for... Actually, I'm not gonna bring that up. 500k, chat. I'm team chat now. 14.5k blueberries as of now. That's pretty good, Destiny. You're getting there. 100k is around 1 to 2 years worth of watching. That's a good point, Senko. You strike a hard bargain. No. Can we settle upon 100k, chat? If I set it to 100k, will you let me spin my wheel? Yes. Okay. Alright, chat. We're shaking hands on this one. My hand extended to you. I'm gonna getcha. Shake, shake. Okay, I'm going to go into settings right now. I will lower DK wrap to 100k. Happy to make deals with you. You guys are negotiating today permanently. Ah, there's the thing I was worried about. I didn't shake on permanently, Rose. Muffins to us, yeah. You didn't shake on temporarily. I guess we didn't specify the terms. Muffins, I'm gonna get you if you set it higher again. You never said it was a limited time deal, just that the price was dropping. Fine. Alright, chat. It is now 100,000. You can go check. It has been changed. When a company announces a price drop, it's applied, it's permanent. I suppose. I didn't say a sale, I said a price drop. A million is quite a lot. I think you've been watching it every day would take a couple of years. Yes, it probably would. Wait, that worked? Chat, remember what I did for you today? I'm proud of you guys. You did a good negotiation. Okay, it's 100K. Can I spin my wheel now? Saucy, can I take out a small loan of 90K blueberries? No. Senko, this was the agreement. I get to spin my wheel now. Also, it's my stream and I can press the button. You can't actually stop me. Of course, why are you asking? Thank you, thank you. I did pull the gun on her. Chat's violent today. You're in a mood on Friday, you're in a different mood today. Unpredictable. If I figure out how to gift blueberries. That's the beauty of it, you can't. Okay. Alright, is everyone ready to spin the wheel? Let's see who we're drawing today! Please be someone good. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah! Riolu! That's good. I'm good with that. Also, it was supposed to show the image and it didn't, but that's fine. We can work with that. Riolu! Nice, easy one for today. I'm totally, perfectly happy with that. Let me put my image up, little baby. Whoa, that's huge. Let me shrink that down a little bit. Don't have authority over blueberries. Yeah, please don't log into my Twitch account, Saucy. No. You would get in trouble. Yippee. Yeah, we're happy about Riolu. We like Riolu. Let me get my research tab up for you guys. Just give a smooch and say ooh and she will accept it. Not true. Untrue, Senko. We get in trouble for being a little silly with it now. Tyranny. I wouldn't say you're in trouble. Only Saucy's in trouble, and only if he logs into my Twitch account without my permission. Million blueberries and I say ooh woo on my... Million blueberries, I've been doing it for free. Oh, and we're bargaining. This is the bargaining stream. Yeah, being a little silly with it. You're welcome to be a little silly with it, chat. I thought that's what we were doing here today. I'm throwing pens on the ground. Saucy says he's not easy to negotiate with, but I know that that's not true. Maybe a little more difficult with chat, but... Saucy, slide me the login details. I will risk a permanent ban to bring the masses the DK rap. Saucy does not know my login details, Toes. No one knows what my login details are. They are mine. They exist only in my brain. Lies, I will throw in some cheese. That's a pretty good deal. No one's logging into my Twitch account. And in Twitch servers. I suppose that's true, Rose. Me and the Twitch servers are the only ones that know my password. Alright. How we feeling about Riolu, chat? What do we want to do? I was thinking like Lucario would definitely get like some sportswear. I was thinking like a little boxing outfit because he's a fighting type, but I don't know. I feel like we should walk a similar path for Riolu. Why did it... The hell did it censor that, Toes? I'm assuming you just said CEO? Or like head or something like that. I don't know why it censored that. It shouldn't. I think I have a chance to complete it with the streaks, but the head pats are preventing me. That's why it's there. It's a distraction. I'm kidding. It's because it's fun, but... Unfortunately, if you do want the goal, you do kind of have to save. I mean, Riolu has like the really distinctive, I don't know if their ears are just like floppy bits because it also has like the little pointies on the top of its head, but I feel like that's a good basis for doing the hair. And we keep the head round because it is baby. But we can do like these big like kind of ponytail bits in the front. I like that for hair. That could be really cute. Look a little bit too much like the Wooloo braids right now, but I can fix that. And then we keep it like short and fluffy in the back, probably. Something like that. And then we can just do like a couple little wispies to be the little ears, or I can like kind of do the hair like that and have it, I don't know, something like that. We can shape the hair a little, but I think that looks pretty cute. Might make these bits like even a little bit smaller so we can focus on this being the basis of the shape for the ear thingies, the little floppies. I really don't know what to call those, man. Okay. And then we just need to think about the clothes. Riolu does already kind of have a little like top and pants going on there I think we can do. Is it just me or does it feel like Riolu would shop at Hot Topic? No, you have a point. You are correct, Toes. And we can make that happen. We can give him like a little Hot Topic theme here, and I feel like that would look really cool. What's Hot Topic? You don't have Hot Topic, Senko? Oh, you're missing out. Hot Topic is like really just like an alternative fashion store. Does speak American terms with me. I suppose that's true. It's like an alternative fashion store. It's kind of changed a little bit over the years, but at its core, it was just like meant to carry like lots of band merch for like more alternative bands and any sorts of alt fashion. Lately, it's kind of leaned more in the direction of just like pop culture stuff, which like it is called Hot Topic. I have mixed feelings about that. Some people have been out there claiming like, oh, they ruined Hot Topic because like they shifted to like a little bit more of like a popular culture lens, more nerdcore anime and game stuff. Yes, that's kind of what it is now. It's not as original, but still fine. Yeah, I don't think it's like awful or completely ruined. Again, the store is called Hot Topic. It does kind of make sense that they have like trending pop culture. It's just kind of shifted away from like somewhere that I would shop regularly. But I think, you know, part of that is also just like I've aged out of the Hot Topic demographic. Because there's some of it I'm like, yeah, it's changed like a little bit. But some of this is like exactly the shit they sold when I was shopping there when I was in like high school. It's just weird to lose your brand identity to chase what every other store is doing. I do agree with that statement. I quite honestly don't mind them having like some of their nerd stuff because like that does start to tie into like alternative subcultures. Like a lot of them also like the nerd shit, but definitely some of the merch I've seen in there, it feels like they did like a complete 180 and they're kind of abandoning the thing that, maybe not completely abandoning, but like kind of downplaying a little bit the thing that made them unique. I'm gonna play with that a little bit more, but something like that for the hair. Yeah, I would not perhaps claim that it is quite as bad as everyone is making it out to be. However, yeah, they've definitely, it's not as good as it used to be, is what I'll say for it. To me, it was so over once they started having a wall of Funkos. Fair. I know people have, like, mixed opinions on Funko Pops. I don't like them. Not necessarily a Funko hater, but it's just sad to see, yeah. I don't like I guess, I don't like the glorification of Funkos over all other collectibles, you know what I mean? Like, there are lots of good collectibles, and it's, I don't know, I don't like that they take over all, like, collectible stores. I want to buy other stuff. I'm not going to pretend that I don't, like, own any Funkos. I have a handful, but I'm pretty selective with what I buy. This is the only one I have here. I have the Sylveon one, because the Pokemon ones are genuinely pretty cute. I don't love the human Funko Pops, although I do have a couple of them, but for the most part, I would just rather get a different collectible over a Funko Pop. I prefer, like, an anime figure style. Exactly, I hate that so many characters I'd love to see as a figure are forever locked in Pops. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. They came out with K-pop Demon Hunters Funko Pops, which is fine. They look alright. They're not that bad, but I'm not gonna buy those because I really wanted an anime figurine style of K-pop Demon Hunter stuff. And I don't know, maybe they will still get those, but it's like, I don't just want them to be locked into Pops. I want, like, a beautiful, detailed, like, Miku figure-esque of the girls from K-pop Demon Hunters, because I really liked that movie. So, you know, they drive me a little crazy. There's nothing wrong with liking them, but I want more variety. Guys, we got another run. I mean, I'm forever so upset that in the early years of FNAF, got locked the rights to Funko. Yes, I am mad about that. I agree. So we only get slopped. So much of the FNAF merch is so bad, and it makes me really sad. I don't really own any of it for that reason. I like FNAF. I was certainly a FNAF kid growing up, so I just wish there was better merch. Funnily enough, I think some of the best FNAF merch that ever got made was when Game Theory did their collab with FNAF for, like, the Security Breach merch. Like, the jackets and shirts and stuff were genuinely, like, a very nice style. They were just kind of expensive, so I didn't buy them. And somehow the bad merch manages to leak games early. Yeah, I remember the days of, like, us figuring out stuff about the games just because Funko showed off the merch too early. It was very fun. Now this one's dried out. Ew. I'll use a different one, that's fine. Disagree. Cloak, Markiplier's brand, had burner drops. Oh my god, I forgot about the cloak stuff. Yeah, you're right. That was also very good. But yeah, the best merch was made by the channels that were, like, fans of the stuff. I did forget about the cloak merch. Thank you for the reminder. I think, like, that kind of mirrors... I could probably crop that a little more. It doesn't need to be so long, but that kind of looks how it looks on Riolu's little chest there. That's why I'm glad my biggest fixation is horror movie stuff. Well, not the best. The genre does have some good non-Funko collectibles. That is very true. Lucky you. Hello, Cheese. Welcome to stream. How are you today? We rolled Riolu, and I'm working on figuring stuff out. Oh, it's ads time. Sorry, gang. Remember they had a golden kazoo that said Cassidy on it before that name was ever officially used, and Scott scrambled to make a post screaming non-canon and took it down, but he did it too late because I got one. That's impressive. Doing good. I'm glad to hear it, Cheese. I sub, your ads mean nothing to me. Oh, thank you. I can change ad length if people are getting annoyed by the 3-minute ones. I don't know, they're hard to manage. But I'll figure it out. I think I want that a little more cropped, and then I want, like, baggy pants, because it has, like, the little shape. I don't want to do, like, the bloomer pants again, because I did those on Poplio. But we could do, like, a baggier kind of sport pant. No one's ever posted it on secondhand market, so if I ever sell it, I can decide the price. Literally setting the market is very impressive for that. I'm thinking I'll start bidding at 10k for the exclusive Markiplier FNAF kazoo. And the thing is that I'm sure someone would buy that. I'm sure that there is someone out there that would pay for that. We're gonna do like that cut of shirt, I think. And then we can do like the baggy little pants. He also looks like he would have like tall boots just because of his paws. I don't know, we can make those look a little more athletic or a little bit more Hot Topic, however you guys feel about it. I mean, we could do another beanie if we wanted to make this really Hot Topic. And then I wonder about just doing like some little, like these straps for the tail. Is this looking a little bit Vocaloid core to anyone else? If they actually do, I genuinely have zero problem parting with my beloved kazoo because that's life-changing money. You are so right. Hello, Kaz. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the reminders. Kaz, I can't save my work. It's physical. But thank you for the reminders. Those calf paw tights. Riolu, I dubbed the Hot Topic employee. Okay, we are doing Hot Topic for Riolu. Okay. Let me sit up a little bit straight. Let me have some water. You can put your art in a printer to save it. I mean, it's being documented right now. Does that count? Excuse me. Well, I was correcting my posture. Now I'm being punished for it. Let's do our wrist stretches. Love to see Drez, but I think that works better on Lucario than Riolu. I'll probably do it for both. I think the route I'm gonna do is like the pre-evolutions are just gonna be like a younger sibling form. So I certainly could do locks for Riolu as well. I think that's kind of where my mind is for those like big shapes, but that's what happens when you don't save your work. I throw muffins. Sounds good. I'll keep that in mind, Rose. It must be a printer. I don't have a printer here, Kaz. That's a little bit of a problem. What am I supposed to do now? Where's my pen? I'm liking this shape. Said cat paw tights. Like, yeah, I see the vision. We could do like short boots. What do boxing shoes look like? Let's look this up, shall we? Let's try and figure out what boxing shoes look like. They're kind of cool. Here, let me turn on my research tab. I must get my 25 berries refunded or I'll report the stream for scamming me. That's the fourth of a hydrate, you know. I can refund you. You just have to give me a minute. Hi, Fair. Welcome. Boxing shoes are pretty uninteresting, IMO. But have we seen the boots? No, you don't get to know my location. I kind of like these. Like, these are cool. These with, like, the tights under? Or we do, like, the boots? As a kickboxer for a while, and design-wise, they're pretty bland and don't really add much. But the thing is that I can spice up their design. We don't have to go with just this. Muffins, want to see my kitten? Yes. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you guys. Speaking of kittens, You guys know? You guys know our little black cat? You guys know Earl? It's Earl's adoption anniversary today. We adopted her 1 year ago today. I will have to send some Earl photos to the Discord later. I kind of like these. I feel like I could work with these. Happy adoption day, Earl. Yeah! I'll show you guys some pictures of baby Earl later. Like the straps and stuff. I like this. I'm sorry, Rose. I know you think these are uninteresting, but I'm enamored by them. Okay, we make these pants like a little shorter, right? We crop them around the knee a little bit more. And then we have room for boxing shoes. Sent a video to Discord and happy anniversary to Earl. Yeah! Thank you. I will look at it in a little bit. Here's Skip Air. I do love cats. I sure remember my cat's adoption day. They were born in the walls of the house my parents were building. Once I heard meowing in the walls, we just started cutting holes until 2 newborn kittens came out. Aww. I mean, you could always like take a little estimate date to remember. just to have something to celebrate. Yeah, I think I want one with like a cool dynamic strap like that. And then we do like a bigger toe because it's got the paws going on. And then we got like the little grippy bits on the bottom, right? And then that way we're not giving 3 designs platform shoes in a row. Like literally a day old, knew nothing, not even how to breathe yet. We did everything for them since mom got out first and separated. Aww, sweet kitties. I can't remember my boy's adoption date at all. All I know is it was 18 years ago. Wow, it's been around for a long time. I mean, the adoption days are nice if you can remember them, but really, you can just, like, pick a day and celebrate as well, I think. He has, sweet baby. Oh, show me all your pets. I love pet photos. This is a ploy to get more pet photos. Get, like, the socks. I, admittedly, have a pair of socks like this with the little, like, cat ears. That screams very Hot Topic core to me. I hope that's not too much, is the one thing. I love cats. I also love cats. Gonna wrangle my baby out of the closet she's sleeping in. Aww. I miss my older cats. I miss them on your behalf also. Aww. You guys are gonna make me get all like emotional and sentimental. I love my cats. They are so precious and sweet. For those of you who have just dropped in, I feel like this is also an important update. Chat bargained with me at the beginning of stream to lower the price of the DK wrap. Like, actually, for real, you can check it. The price has gone down. So, you know, if any of you are saving, it's a little easier now. They are fur babies. Yeah, exactly. They make me very happy. I gotta send more pictures of my cats to Discord. I convinced her to come cuddle with me. Excellent. I like when cats are like just chill like that. Of our 2 cats, we have 2 cats. We have an older tortoise shell, her name is Pippi, and then the little black one is named Earl. Pippi is generally like the sleepier, less crazy cat, but also she's very picky about her sleeping spots. And if you wake her up from her nap, or like even shift her slightly, she will not want to cuddle. She will leave. Whereas Earl, you can like find her sleeping somewhere, pick her up, haul her off to a different area of the house, and she'll just be like, "All right, we're doing this. I guess I'm gonna sleep now. I want to save it. I want to save for it, but I can redeem dumb stuff. Lol. I mean, the DK wrap is also dumb stuff, but at least in that regard, I think lots of people are saving. So you can probably still just save for what you want, and it'll get redeemed by someone else eventually. This cat Annie loves me so much, it's insane. She's always basically directly on top of me. Aww. Baby. Let's crop this top even more, shall we? Let's, like, push that. I think we need some negative space there. I think the problem with the tights is that I don't want to have a gap here. I think that would need to be, like, all the way down. We could just, like, put, like, the paw pattern on the side of the tights instead. Grimmy is such a cute name for a cat. Lays on my chest when I sleep, but runs away when I wake up. Only when you're asleep. He knows. Dropped to pick up my point in the Discord. It's not the greatest pick, but it's my fave. I'm excited to see it. This has all just been part of my master plan to get more cat pictures. Just emphasize these some more. And then he's got like the little white bits on his hands. What are those? What are those meant to be? Actually an insane cat. Once she got it and was missing for a while. One day I opened the front door and she's lying there half dead with massive scratches everywhere. Oh. We rushed her to the vet and she made a full recovery, and the vet believes she successfully fought off a large fox or coyote based on the claw marks. That is impressive. That's a little trooper right there. I want to do something for, like, little gloves, and then we'll have, like, the little, like, fishnet arm thingies, because Hot Topic. And then we could do, like, a little choker for the Hot Topic core. I feel like the little half gloves are also very Hot Topic core. If you met her, you'd never assume she was capable of such a feat, considering she's nothing but a timid little lover and weighs no more than a feather. That is incredibly impressive. What a cat. What a guy. Smallest, most petite cat who successfully fought off a fox or something. I respect it. I feel like it's the same vibe as, like, fairy-type Pokemon being, like, cutesy little things, but also being, like, walking nukes for dragon types. Same vibe. We'll do that. Could give him some chains as well. But something like that looks good to me. We'll do, like, the big bits in the front and the short back. Yeah, I feel like I like that. Chat, do we have any complaints, critiques, add-ons? Now whenever I take her to the vet or have to get her outside, she fights me. Not to run away, but to dash directly towards the front door. Maybe learned her lesson a little bit. It's always scary when they get out. Pippi has gotten out a couple of times, and it is always very terrifying. We've always found her. Typically, she's just going for a little walk exploring our neighborhood. One time we found her, like, nestled under our neighbor's deck. Not enough cat talk, JK. I'm putting paw prints on them. We're good. Whenever we get home, I don't even carry her inside. I just let her out untethered and she just waltzes up to the door and waits. She knows. She knows where safety is now. I forgot to read Riolu's Bulbapedia page. Maybe we should do that. But I'm kind of liking this look. Riolu. I sent more pictures of my old cat. Yippee. Okay. It does have a mask. I'm not sure how I'm doing it. I might do it with makeup. I think that could be fun. They're from the same litter? Oh. Oh yeah, it's got like the whole aura stuff, just like a baby version of all the aura stuff that Lucario has. Someone tried to steal her and her brother? No! Yeah, I mean, I guess if you had them both since birth, like, it's really hard for someone to argue that it's like, no, these are actually mine, I swear. A little bit of a checkmate there. Since it's extremely energetic, so I guess a little bit of a sporty look fits it then. Let's go look at, like, I love looking at the fun facts that as part of this. This is where I thrive. This is Mystery Dungeon, Ranger. Like, unless you had them for less than 24 hours and then dumped them inside the walls of currently under construction house, I think you're lying. Yeah, I think that's a pretty obvious lie. You're caught at that point. So much data. So much data. Okay. I'm looking at the manga! What a cutie! I had to fight someone for trying to steal my cats from me. Wow, you guys have had a lot of experience with having your pets stolen. Like, as you should. Fight. Fight for those babies. But wow. I guess it makes sense if he's a little bit Anubis-based. That's what it says. May also be based on a raccoon or a tanuki, which I also see. Mystery Dungeon trivia. Okay. I guess maybe I should have looked there. Maybe I should have looked at some Anubis imagery, but we can do that for Lucario, because that's definitely a little stronger in Lucario. Cutie, little guy. Oh, he does have like a little band around his neck, so that'll be perfect for the little choker we give him. This is like minimal design work, but I feel like I can jump into this based on that. Where are we? What's the next ad going? Probably a little while still. I'm gonna run ads now and push them back anyway, because I am gonna take like a 3-minute little break here to get stuff set up. And if I do it now, then you guys can wait longer for the next one. So yeah, I'm gonna go get my drawing tablet set up. I'm gonna go have a quick little stretch. Now is also a good time if you need some food or water or whatever else, and I will see you guys in just a few minutes here. I'll be back. Okay, gang, we are all set up. Looks like we're still winning. That's good to see. This drawing tablet is lovely. It's a really good drawing tablet, but it does take like a few minutes. You have to just like not touch anything and let it think while it connects to the computer, or else it starts like beeping and freaking out at you and it sucks. So typically I just take a little break while it does that, and you know, by the time I'm back it has properly connected. Hopefully you guys also had a good break, a chance to get yourself a snack if you needed one. There's a very aggressive bonk on my desk, whoops. Okay. Well, shall we get back at it? Should we draw our Riolu chat? I guess first things first is everyone's favorite part of the stream, I'm sure. I don't know if it's everyone's favorite part, but I love doing this. I think this is awesome. Grimmy is being a rambunctious kitten. Excellent. As a kitten should be. Most excellent. I'll have to find some pictures of Earl playing for you guys, because she's also a rambunctious kitten. I don't know what body type I want to use for this. I use this one because it's a little smaller, and this is a baby Pokemon. They need to make... I think they might in... No, they really only... I might have to download some more, like... You know... Teenager body model thing. As opposed to just, like, having the basic male and female ones. I want some more variety. I mean, I can make the variety happen, but... it's whatever. Okay. How do we want to pose this guy? Should we have him, like, ready for a fight, or should I... I don't know. I don't know what I want to do here. I guess let me bring up my research tab and see if I can get a quick idea. Sometimes I just have, like, an idea pop immediately into my brain for what I want to do for pose. I don't right now. I'm not sure. It's like, I gotta consider that this is also supposed to, like, look good in a doll box. So it can't be, like, anything too crazy, but I want it to still look like this is an active character, you know? And, I don't know, maybe, like, a tamer version of, like, a more active boxing stance, which we can do for... Lucario? Something like that? Here, let me show you what I'm thinking. I am, like, so in front of it. One of these kind of stances, but, like, we'll put the leg down. Is kind of where my brain is for that. Let's try and... Let's see how the model behaves today, shall we? Want a little bit of a twist. That feels like too much of a twist. Want to angle the shoulders like that. Kind of a defensive pose, I guess. I don't know. Boxing isn't really a sport I'm super familiar with, so... I'm just trying to get the fighting type energy in here. I do not have the patience to draw these, or to pose these as fists. So we're gonna pretend for now, and then I will turn them into fists when we do the actual drawing. Then let's kick the legs out a little bit, so looks like a little bit more of an active stance. I'm sure this is not proper form. This is just artistic interpretation. It's not meant to look perfectly accurate. Disclaimer, disclaimer. No, it's doing it again. There we go. Sometimes these pose models are just stubborn and I don't appreciate it. I feel like a little bend in the knee would look a little more natural here. That does mean we also have to kick this leg forward. Yeah, something like that. And then just imagine that those hands are fists, right? And in my camera, find which way I want this to be. I feel like this will show off the outfit pretty well. Dang, no throwing it back. No, I was very careful with it today, Toes. No shenanigans happened. Alright. Look at that! Little to no mess-ups with that guy. That's kind of impressive, not gonna lie. Posing model is not always kind to me. Alright, let's get this Lucario going. Or Riolu, rather. Same diff. Where is my pencil? Why is it not showing up? What did I do to the I did something weird to the layer. I don't know what this is. I made a weird layer mask. Okay. There. I fixed it. Alright, let's break down the pose a little bit. Let's make this brush a little bigger. I'm gonna lock in for a minute, chat. Let's do this. I do have to start editing these into short form stuff. I'm like a little bit of chest muscle, but not too much, because this is still supposed to be like a teenaged character of some sort. I don't know. I didn't really think too hard about the ages, but just younger than however old the Lucario doll ends up being. And we will be once again hiding the toes today. Sorry, toes. No! You can't do this to me! Bring the toes back! Oh. Oh. How beautiful. You really lick how well those line up? Appropriate. It is, like, quite perfect. Almost like it was intentional. Yes. Excellent. Okay, there's our stance. Hide our model. I know that's not like perfect boxing stance, but I promise I'll at least draw the fists right. I know how to draw like a balled fist correctly for like punching so that you don't break the thumb. I'm familiar with how to do that. Alright, let's dress you up, Riolu. I might thicken up the legs a little bit. Those look a little thin. A little bit too pencil-like for the rest of the proportions, I feel. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna get covered up with pants anyway, but... Let me see here. I gotta grab my sketchbook again. So we're doing the nice little cropped shirt like this. Full seam up the middle. Bringing back fond memory of my boxer's fracture that was never properly reset. Ooh. Sorry. Sorry to bring that up for you, Toes. My bad. Should I not have brought up the fist thing? I mean, you can't really even see the thumb in that. And it would be like towards. You might see like just a tiny little bit of it there. Nah, you're cool. Good. Remember, chat, if you must punch someone, punch them properly. Don't break your thumb. That would suck. Fish? Fish? What about fish? Did I say fish by accident? Yeah, chat, and make sure what you're punching isn't hard AF. That is also a good point. It is typically unhelpful to the situation to punch a wall or a desk if you get mad. Go find a pillow, your hands will thank you. I know many people who have injured their hands punching walls. I guess not many. I know a couple people who have injured their hands punching walls. It's not worth it. Add me to that list, Muffins. Alright, now I know 3, 4 people, something like that, who have hurt their hands punching walls. Don't do it. It's not a good idea. I know you're angry. Go punch a pillow. What if I want to punch a metal box? I mean, I can't stop you, but I also would like to say that I am in no way responsible for any injuries that happen if you do decide to punch a metal box. As an alternative, you should go punch a CEO. It hurts less and is helpful to society. Rose is correct. If you have a CEO nearby and easily punchable when you get upset, I do condone that for legal reasons. This is a joke. Yeah. Yeah. Can I join that list? How many of us have punched walls? Just for the funs of it. Depends. If it's solid metal, it's 70-30, you're gonna hurt yourself. If it's aluminum, about 50-50. If it's like a soft metal, you've got the chance to look really cool. Just think about that. You punch so hard, you bend metal. I feel that I need to make these a low-waisted monstrosity, chat. I feel like that I can't only stick to my fashion preferences. And then if we're reminiscing on early Hot Topic, these need to be low-rise. It hurts. It hurts. But must be done. I was lucky because I was already in the hospital when I punched said wall. Yeah, cut out the middleman, you're just already there. I broke my hand punching through a wall. Ouch! I'm so sorry. I'm learning so much about you today, chat. Just like on Friday's stream, just in a very different way. Two very separate, silly, goofy moods for chat. By the way, I will be looking into planning all of the discussed streams for April and May. From last chat. So the waifu cup drawing stream and getting over it and all that kind of stuff. It was when someone tried to steal my cats. It was worth it, but not recommended. That's fair. I say all of this, but I would be pretty damn mad if someone tried to steal my cats. So I do understand it. Chat, it's gooning time, and there we go. It begins. I've started something terrible, I fear. Okay, let me try and remember how I was designing my little boxing boot. Oh, no toes. Okay, they do line up in my little mini chat. We're good, we're good. Someone told me this one was cursed. Oh. Yeah, that one is a little cursed. I don't know how I feel about that one. Let me just... I'm doing the people a service. It's actually really hard to keep myself here and draw, though. Sorry, guys, you're gonna have to look at it. There's a bunch of stuff going on in the game right now, and I'm trying to figure out what happened. Like a pitching substitution and a bunch of stuff moving around. We're good, though. Oh, and we're back. Like these little pointies in the bits around the shoes to... They look like they'd kind of match. Oh, I forgot to turn my drawing toggle on. They look like they kind of match with the little pointy ears that Riolu has. I think we can make that work. I'm gonna keep that toe pretty bulky to look like Riolu's feet. I got Thin Mint Pop-Tarts? They make Thin Mint Pop-Tarts? That sounds like it might be good. I typically only ever have the fruit flavors because a lot of the like chocolatey ones are just like too much for me, too rich. But like Thin Mint, I'm intrigued, Fair. That like an American thing. I probably won't be able to get that here, I would imagine, but that sounds really good. That sounds like it could be yummy. And then we'll have like the little Easter egg that is the cat paws going up the side of the tights. They're so fucking good. Excellent. I will have to see if I can get myself a pack. I'll ship some to you. I don't have a P.O. box, unfortunately, but maybe I have to look into getting one. OMG, how did I not know I had more feet emotes? That's crazy. They never end. Chat, should I add a show feet redeem for Blueberry? Yes. Really only for toes, 100%. I'll have to think about it, toes. It is an option, I suppose. I'm a man of the people, so... Need a feet emote. I might not go that far, Skipper. I don't know if I would like to draw feet for an emote. Let's give him some little studs on the choker so he can look extra Hot Topic-y. That's pretty cute. I think definitely we just need to do the haircut to sell it. So those, they'd be pretty big sections and they'd be rooted about there above the ears. So then I was gonna put like a little tie on them down here. Maybe a little shorter. Still need points for the previous combo. Plus head pats. Oh ho 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 ho. You can do it, I believe in you. I'm gonna do this in a different color just so I can see what I'm doing a little better, I think. There we go. That'll work. And yeah, we're gonna make those chunks just a little bit shorter. I don't know if I even need to tie them like that. I kind of like that shape. It's not quite the same shape as Riolu, but I think it works just as well. And then we could just add like a band on them if we wanted to. And I sometimes like to add the little wispy bits on the end of them just for a little bit of stylistic flair. Then I think I want to just like the top part of it down and loose, so we'll draw some curls for him. I think I wanted this like pretty close to the head, but like not like quite shaved to the head. I've been giving a lot of my guys this like super short curly haircut. I think it's cute. We do want them to be pretty tight curls, so... Likely I'll render it out as like a massive hair, and then I'll end up just like defining a few specific curls to kind of try and sell that style. I think it could be a little longer in the back. Somewhere in there. I'm gonna solve a little bit of the weirdness with rendering, but I think that works. We could give him a little like headband. I don't know, is that too much? It's kind of cute. Feels like a lot going on the head, but also like there's a lot going on elsewhere. So I feel like it could work. Oh no, chat, hold your breath. They put Hoffman in. Hoffman is one of our closing pitchers, and I like the guy, but he's a little inconsistent sometimes. I'll work on the head a little bit as I do the line art, probably. I feel like it just needs a little bit more, like, up here. You know? I could just fluff up the hair there. We could just make the hair a little bigger. I sent a picture of the Pop-Tarts to the Discord. Excellent. I'm gonna, like, be on the lookout for those. I hope I can get my hands on some. I'm not always the biggest fan of, like, minty stuff, but I like Thin Mints quite a bit. Excuse me, toes. You get an AO for that one. I think that looks a little better. Yes, no! He's too little for anything of the sort. I will not be doing that to Riolu. Make him goonable? No! I said this was a younger sibling character. I said the age was ambiguous, but no, too young for that. I'm nipping that one in the bud. This is a baby Pokemon. Absolutely not. When we get to Lucario, we will talk. No, he's got head points, make him horny. I don't like the phrasing of that, Toes. I can give him little, like, fake horns with, like, hair flips. Oh, that reminds me of a story from work, actually. We sell plush snakes. And one of them is, like, a little dragon snake, and it has cool horns on the top of his head. This is via a coworker. I sadly did not witness this, but, this is one of my coworkers' stories. Apparently a little kid came in and found the dragon snake and was like walking around the store with it and like talking about how cool it was to their parents. It's like, I love him! I'm gonna name him Horny! It's like, no. No, you can't name the snake that! Make Lucario like Leon, make him the Goon Master. I do like Leon a lot. We can be in discussion for making Lucario the Goon Master. I mean, it is a Pokemon that people like to goon to, so, you know. I'm happy to play into it a little bit, I think. Horny snake. No. Oh, would you look at that, chat? I think we just won. I had nothing to be worried about. It says mid-9th, but it'll register, because we're up batting in the bottom of the 9th, but we're already winning, so there's no reason for us to be at bat. So, the game should just end. Yay, Blue Jays. Yep, there we go. We win! Huzzah. That's our first 3 is victory. The nope rope the nope rope because the goon snake. Mm-mm. What am I gonna do with you, chat? Chad, how long do we think I'm gonna spend in the character creator when we get to Tomodachi Life? Cause I'm willing to bet it'll take me a while. Love it when my city wins. Oh, ooh, a Toronto. What do you call people from Toronto? Or Toronto. I shouldn't pronounce it the non-Canadian way. Torontonian? Maybe? That sounds like it could be it. Anyway, yay, good job, Toronto. That's one of my favorite Canadianisms to point out, is that a lot of Canadians just like won't pronounce the second T in anything. Toronto, 20. I probably have a whole host of other words I could say like that. People from Ohio are called Ohioians? I thought it would just be Ohioans. I guess maybe that's how that's pronounced. They have that weird goddamn accent, Torontonus. Torontonese. Okay, I see. Yeah. I mean, I've only been to Toronto once, so I'm only, like, vaguely familiar. I did too. Ohioans. Is that, like, how it's supposed to be said? Ohioans makes more sense. Bleh. Muffins tries to pronounce words without looking them upstream. How fun. I mentioned that I had to record that, like, podcasty thing for my art history class. Half of my dead space is just me going onto Google and looking up how to pronounce so I don't get things wrong. Ohio is a weird place. It seems that I've never been to Ohio, so I wouldn't know. Right? I've never been to Ohio. I've maybe driven through Ohio. I cannot remember. I think these are like elastic waistband pants, and these are just like little clips. Yeah. Wasn't Ohio like a TikTok meme for a while? Didn't people say Ohio a lot and it was like funny? I didn't understand that one. Every time I mention I'm from Toronto, everyone gets scared because they think I'll pull out that hey, I mean, it's I can't do that accent, actually. I'm a Marfantopia waste dialect. I can't make it sound correct either, so I would also be scared, Tiz. I could probably get it if I really try, but I don't believe in my ability to do the Torontonian accent. The Toronto dialect. They then breathe a sigh of relief when they hear I don't have the accent. And that's fair. Although I do adore everyone's impressions of what they think a Canadian accent sounds like. I do always really enjoy the, like, TikToks and whatnot of the guys that talk in, like, the really overdone Canadian accents. I think they're very funny. About that. You forgot the A. You forgot the A at the end. About that A. But yes, those ones. We'll try and get, like, the little semicircle eyes that Riolu has going there. No, I think he needs to be looking up a little bit. He looks too grumpy. Oh, that may have made him look worse, but he's like just really into his boxing. I like a little eyebrow raise. I guess you don't often see that on a doll, but for mine, we will. Canada will be the 51st state. Don't you dare say that's fair. We are wonderful all on our own. maybe a little too smug. Then we get real maple syrup. You can buy real maple syrup in the States, can't you? You guys have Vermont. Isn't Vermont, like, also famous for maple syrup? It's not the same. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for bringing it up. Bro looks really tired, and I like that for him. Oh, how did I do that? Whoops. I guess I can probably hide the baseball score. USA will be the 11th province. That's more like it, Toes. Also, close that tab. Very good. Okay, back to good old Slimy Pen. Tried and true. Oh, that's a little too big. Whoops. Just as long as I can get good maple syrup, then I'm fine with it. Excellent. Art of the deal. Handshakes fair. We'll get you the good stuff. You're gonna make me want to go have something with maple syrup on it. I should make maple glazed scones. I know what I'm doing when I have some free time. I mean, yeah, we'll hook you up. Yeah. This is the chat to be in for the maple syrup hookup, I guess. I should make some sushi. Ooh, sushi also sounds good. I haven't had sushi in a while. I should have sushi sometime soon. I have to decide which way I want this little, like, wispy to go. I think that's probably okay. They're kind of inspired by, like, the Sailor Moon hair. I do them on not all my characters, but sometimes if I feel like I need an extra bit of, like, curl or whimsy, I like to add those little wispies at the end of hair strands. Line art time. It's hyper-focus time. The one sushi place I often go to here also has, like... It was just like a little extra store add-on that sold a bunch of Japanese candy, but now it also sells, like, a bunch of extra stuff, so they always have Pokemon stuff there. They always have, like, you guys have seen, like, the Charmander and Eevee figures that are on my desk? They always have those little guys where they're, like, the little build figures. And I am always tempted to get them. They have good stuff there. Wait, I'm gonna make burgers and potato wedges. Oh, that also sounds good. I love a good potato wedge. Burger sushi. That's some fusion that I don't know if it would taste the best, but to each their own. I don't know, I guess I've never had burger sushi, so don't knock it till you try it, but... Closest sushi place recently closed down, and I was able to be taught how to make good sushi. Ooh. The unstoppable power of being able to make your own sushi whenever you want. Yum, yum, yum. Man, the wedges from Metro do hit good. I really like the Tim Hortons potato wedges. I'm like, a lot of the stuff from Tim's is like so mid, and that is the Canadian thing, is like having a love-hate relationship with Tim Hortons, but for whatever reason, those potato wedges fuck. They are so good. Especially if you get the potato wedges from Tim's and you ask for a side of chipotle sauce to dip them in. That's the good stuff right there. They do, yeah. I was lazy this morning, and I did end up getting Tim's for breakfast because I didn't make anything. And I tried like their new like breakfast scramble box for the first time, and that was really good, and it was not super expensive. So I really appreciated that. Any potato is a good potato. I'm with you there, Fair. I love potatoes. So many of my favorite things have potatoes in them. I need to, at some point, steal my mom's mashed potato recipe, because I swear she makes the best mashed potatoes I have ever had, and I need to be able to make this for myself whenever I move out. I will never forgive Tim's for taking the wraps away. The ones they brought back just don't hit the same. They took away the wraps? Huh? I mean, I guess I'm not at Tim's super frequently, but I didn't know they took away wraps. I just remember at one point they did. Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. I just remember at one point they took away my most beloved, most favorite ever, the powdered jam-filled Timbit. They took that away. It's finally back, and I'm happy that it's back. But man, I was so upset. Is Toes also Canadian? I would venture to guess yes. You remind me of a delicious combination: mashed potatoes and pork stew and sauce. Ooh, that does sound good, chat. You're gonna make me hungry. Yeah, I'm glad I made the hair fluffier. This feels better. Do you guys have Checkers and Rallies? Are those stores? I don't have any near me. I can't speak for the entirety of Canada. It's a very big country, but I have not seen any. Eaten a lot at parties here because it's easy to prepare in large quantities and really quite tasty. It's a shame that it has to be prepared in a large amount to turn out well. Ah, I see. It sounds like it would be really good. I mean, you say mashed potatoes, I'm in, but I'm a big, like, soup and stew person. I love warm food, so it sounds like it'd be really tasty, Angel. It's a fast food chain? Oh, okay. They got some killer fries? Yeah, I've never seen any. That doesn't mean there's absolutely zero here, but... I am not familiar. I will, we'll have to add it to my list, though, of stuff I need to try if in the States. Not sure, never seen one, but in all honesty, I only like to go to, like, 2 fast food places. That is fair. I have, like, my tried and true ones, and those are typically what I go to the most often. Also, it's like a convenience thing. Oh, also, stuffed potatoes with minced meat and butter are very tasty. Potatoes. That does sound good. And if it has potatoes in it, I'll probably eat it. I'll probably enjoy it. Love a good potato. Potatoes are just so wonderful and versatile, and they always taste good, at least in my humble opinion. I know there are some people who just, like, hate potatoes, but I am not one of them. My go-to are mac and wings and Burger Alley. Ooh. I normally see them in Ohio, so if you're ever around, head to one. Yeah, and the off chance that I'm ever in Ohio, I sure will. Oh, I forget what the place was. But there's a... Yeah, the name's not gonna come to me. There's a sub shop in the States that I really like a sub sandwich shop. And I just remember that they had really good pickles. You could get like a big pickle with your sub, which I know is not like probably exclusive to that store, but I remember them because they had very good pickles. They also got something called the Baconzilla, and I can only get one. The burger is massive. That means it's probably a burger I can't even finish, but I do love a good bacon burger. Here we got I mean, it's not really fast food, but Boston Pizza, which is like it's a restaurant chain. It's kind of akin to like a Chili's or something like that. You guys probably have BPs in the States. I feel like I've seen them there. You know what Boston Pizza is. They have a maple bacon burger. Chef Kiss. Cosmic Days? Maybe? I can't remember. I wish I did. I'd tell you which place had the good pickle that I liked. It might be that. I think the only foods I don't like with potatoes would be eggs with potatoes and oh, how do you say that? I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation. Picadillo, I think, is how that's said with diced potatoes. Although mostly because of the texture. That's fair. That's actually what I've heard from some people, is that it is like a texture thing for the potatoes. So I guess I suppose I do understand that. The good pickle. Don't take that out of context. I am a big enjoyer of pickles though. I know pickles are like a very love or hate 'em food for people as well. I really haven't met many people that are just like neutral on pickles. This stream's been all over the place. I mean, we've been here for like 2.5 hours, and I ramble, so. What is a Twitch stream if not all over the place, really, Fair? The texture of the potatoes doesn't bother me, but the texture of that combination I mentioned is unpleasant. Fair. Have I had? Yeah. I guess, like, mixed together it could be really weird. I don't know. Typically, like, I have, like, hash browns as a side for eggs here, but I wouldn't, like, mix them. Last pickle lover I told this to gave me disgust, but I like to put taco seasoning in my jar of pickles and let them marinate. Again, I will not judge. I have not tried it. I could see that being interesting. I could see that giving you, like, kind of a spicy pickle, which I like a spicy pickle, so perhaps. From cats to gooning to potatoes to Canada being the 51st state to fast food. Yep, and that's just how it goes. We're having a very long conversation, and they put hot sauce on Oreos, mind you. Okay, they have no room to talk then. Ew. By the way, I'm curious if you know of a series of videos that were, I think, 100 ways to prepare potatoes. I have seen those videos. I have a bunch of them saved, actually, and I've been meaning to make some of the recipes, and I just haven't gotten there yet, but I am familiar with that video series, and I really gotta make some potatoes, man. That's not bad, gives it more flavor. Yeah, it seems like it would be a flavor thing. I can see that working. Exactly. The hot sauce on the Oreos, though, that is unforgivable. Why would you do that to yourself? I can tell my family's coming over soon because I found gluten-free Oreos in my pantry the other day. And that's always the signifier, is like random gluten-free food just starts popping up in my house because my grandma's celiac. I have weird friends. Sounds like it. Toast is a man of culture and fine dining. Mm-hmm. The spicy pickle kind of fine dining. Mm-mm-mm. Be better than the big places in the United States, which, at least in large chains, are no longer fast or cheap, and although it depends on the place, they're not as tasty anymore, especially McDonald's. I do agree with that. Fast food has been getting ridiculously expensive lately. Like, it's like almost not worth it at this point. Don't appreciate it. I have very much noticed it. I mean, I think I make it worse for myself too, because I do really like to, I like to use skip the dishes. I like to order my stuff, and that makes it more expensive. But really the solution is just that I need to cook more, eat less fast food, all that. Actually reminds me of the video of the CEO who couldn't eat his own hamburger. Yeah, that's a little telling, I think. This is why I like Burger Alley. Same price as McDick's, but you can get freshly prepared right there smash patties. Oh, I love smash patties. That does sound really yummy, Toes. I don't know if I have Burger Alleys near me. I don't know if I have them here. Oh, I'd have to look into that. There's a local chain here that does like a burger with samosas on it, like smashed samosas as a patty, and it's like their vegetarian option. It's so good. I love that shit. Maybe I've seen a Burger Alley around. I can't remember. Got a great chocolate chip waffle recipe if anyone wants it. I would love your chocolate chip waffle recipe. I'll throw the 3 pics I have from there in the media channel. Excellent. This hair is so cute. This took me like forever to line art out. Glad we had a nice little conversation about like fast food and pickles and stuff. Because that was a beast of line arting, but it looks really good, so I'm happy with it. The shape of it looks very 80s, but I'm happy with it. It's not mine, but I'll send the link on Discord. Thank you. Luckily, most fast food places here are relatively homey, like taco stands. Still tasty and cheap for that very reason. That's awesome. Mm. I wish more fast food chains followed that kind of motto. We're hurting a little bit for like good fast food that like actually tastes good at affordable prices. Wait, what if I give him eye black? As like the mask, we do. Like the baseball players have. I guess I shouldn't render it up like that for the line art, but yeah, like that. I'm pretty sure this is just like straight up not a thing in boxing because it's done like indoors usually. And eye black is to absorb a little bit of the glare of the sun, keep the sun from getting in your eyes so bad, but it looks cool, it looks athletic, and it helps me give him the little mask that he has. You want me to DM you or just send it in the server? You can just send it in the server. Give the chocolate chip waffle recipe to the people. Can't remember the name of the place, but there was one that served the most delicious double hamburgers I've ever had. If it hadn't been for budget constraints, I think I would have eaten 3. Now that's a great review right there. That sounds like a good hamburger. It can be if under heavy stage lights. Oh, I guess that's true, Toes. Okay. Good point. So I am still on sport. Excellent. Love to know that. Those eyebrows are 2 different shapes. Let me fix that. I like giving my doll designs a little bit more of an expression. It's not typically done on fashion dolls, barring like a few specific ones, because they want them to be a little more neutral so you can imagine them in whatever scenario, but I like dolls with fun expressions. I think it's always so cute when they do it. And this is my line of fashion dolls and I can do whatever I want. Oh, look at him. He's a cutie. We'll do some little round studs, and I'll probably put matching ones on like the little hanging belts also. Doing sports dolls can always be really hard because, like, you know, you want to make it accurate to the sport, but it's still a fashion doll and you're still trying to make it fashion. It's such a balance to strike. I think we did okay here. Beautiful. I must lock in so we can finish this in a decent amount of time. It's already 2:30. And I do want to get to that Tomodachi Life demo if we can. Just like your homework. Shh. My homework is fine. We got enough of it done technically. Even if it did take me like a long time. You guys are really good at being distracting. Thank you for the head pats. Oh, and we're hydrating, and we're doing a bunch of stuff. Okay, alright. Okay. Epic combo. There is that hydrate. Thank you for the flower crown, the sunglasses, and the cozy blanket. As my rewards queue catches up. I feel so loved. The hydrate reminder was much needed. It's been a little bit. I think that's all of it. I think it got through the queue. Always very fun when I have a bunch of redemptions at once and my queue just has to like take a minute to catch up. It's a shame that the combo didn't arrive correctly. Yeah, I think there's something up with my toggles where it doesn't let some things be on at the same time. I'll have to look at that. I wonder what's like making that happen. Maybe it's because there was 5 in a row. It has something to do with how VTube Studio reads each toggle and like what it's actually activating for each one. So I don't know why some of the items are interfering, but some of the items are interfering. I think what it could be, my theory, okay, is that things like my flower crown, my head path, and my my blanket are item scenes, and the item scenes are defined with like a specific amount of items in. So I imagine that those things specifically are what's canceling each other out. You can like stack stuff like sunglasses and I don't know, a bunch of the other stuff. Sunglasses, you can put like flower crown on the same time, things like that, because sunglasses is a toggle that is directly built into one of my, it's directly built into my model because it's paired with one of my outfits. Whereas when you're changing between like flower crown and cozy and stuff like that, it's changing item scenes. And the item scenes don't stack, they are toggling between them, if that makes any sense. Like when I turn my flower crown scene on, it just tells VTube Studio to put a flower crown and only a flower crown on top of my VTuber. So if I switch to cozy, then it switches item scenes to the cozy item scene. I think is the best I can explain that. Which I don't know if there's actually anything I can do about that. I could see if there's like something I can check. I think it's possible. That's strange. I think I saw someone else do it before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen VTubers have like stackable item scenes. But I will have to look into how to do that, because I, if possible, would love to have those all be stackable, but I'm sure there's like a switch or something I have to flip on VTube Studio and it'll fix everything, but I unfortunately don't know exactly what it is. Also, I don't do this one very often, but I can also put my ears down and then all the stuff still works on top of that. Okay, I sent them. Excellent. Thank you, Toes. I'm gonna have so much stuff to look at after stream. Perhaps it was just because of the hydrating. No, I think I know what the issue is, Angel. It's gonna be an after stream fix for me. Cause it'll be some messing with VTube Studio to get it to do what I want. I think I understand what is going on and why it's not working, which is good because it means that I can probably also figure out how to fix it. Beautiful. I did actually do the little box designs, like I changed the colors and stuff of my little Pokemon box template to match the other designs I've done so far. I'll have to send those to the Discord so you guys can see them too. Lovely. And then same on this side. I still have so much more line art to do. Oh boy. Lovely. Okay, let's do the top. I feel like the hard part of the line art is done. I just need to lock in now. Should probably save this. Let me do that right now. Always gonna be the one time that I forget to save that Clip Studio crashes, so gotta be on our toes, gotta be prepared. I'm always on my toes. Good point. Good point, Toes. Let's do the clips here. Kinda just shape. I don't know why, but why I get the impression that he's striking the cute pose that Neko Boys do, even though I know it's different. It's like, it's in the same realm. I get what you're seeing there. I feel like he would also hit that pose, so maybe it's appropriate. We've already established him as a Hot Topic shopper, so may as well go the whole mile. I will say, in one of my favorite photos that I have of myself and Saucy, I am hitting that pose, and I think it's wonderful. It's just a phase, yeah. We'll see. I mean, my Hot Topics shopper phase was certainly just a phase, even though I didn't think it at the time. I bring it up in like one of the voiceovers for a short that I have coming out next week, where I'm like, as like a 14-year-old or whatever, I dressed like almost exclusively in head-to-toe black because I thought it made me look cool and edgy and mysterious. And now I can't look at pictures of myself from that time. But I thought that's how I was always gonna be. I thought I was also gonna grow up to have, like, super edgy and... super edgy and, like, dark fashion. And it's like, I still do dress alternatively, but I would wither away without my bright colors. The red hair is not just a VTuber model thing. But yeah, I certainly had the, like, no, it's not a phase, I swear, kind of argument, but there's nothing wrong with it being, there's nothing wrong with it being a phase. Catching, I can't type today, I'm catching a strayo. Whoops. They don't always get left behind, they just adapt. That is true, yeah. I do think those phases often can and do still, like, influence how you dress, even if, you know, you age out of some of the angstiness, the teenage angst that come with those things. I mean, certainly, I think that phase of mine has, like, influenced me dressing more alternatively. Although after I got out of that phase, I did have like a complete 180 for a little bit where I tried to avoid being like that at all. For example, I have a friend who still does that and it's actually kind of sweet. Aw. I mean, I'm in full support of everyone just like dressing up however makes them happy, whether it's a phase, whether it's not a phase. It's all cool. I still dress in all black. I feel called out. There is nothing wrong with still dressing in all black toes. I honestly think people that can pull off all black are very cool, and I respect the fit. My only point with this is that 14-year-old me did not. Looked really bad. I like dyed my hair black and everything for that. It was certainly a time in my life. Not the most fondly remembered time in my life. That's not because of the fashion though, that's because I was in 9th grade and that was like one of the most dramatic, awful years of school for me ever. In my case, rather than abandoning that phase, I'm going for it with an appearance that I try to achieve that is androgynous and sometimes more masculine or feminine with curious styles, even if it's not what I'm convinced about, yeah. Well, I mean, embracing it is cool too, and I mean, I'm all here for androgynous clothing styles. That's my shit, man, but yeah. Go for the phase. Embrace the phase. I really like that, the one Tumblr meme where it's like, actually it is a phase, mom. Show me a permanent state of existence, mom. I think about that one a lot. There's nothing wrong with it even if it is a phase. Embrace it. Enjoy that time of your life. Of course, that will take time. The goal still requires work to achieve. Oh, tell me about it, man. Try to acquire, like, a more androgynous wardrobe that you can, like, shift as you see fit. Difficult. I get it. I'm trying to do it right now. It's hard. It can't be worse than my Breakfast Club phase where I dressed in John Bender fashion for all of high school. I mean, I'm sure it's like pretty iconic. I'm sure you were very recognizable, Toes. Guess you could say you would never forget about me. Good point. For now, at least I've managed to make people mistake my gender because of my hair with just something. Yep, that is a skill. Wear those moments with pride. At least I do. I know that's not fun for everyone, but if you're trying to go for androgyny, I know being able to confuse people is a badge of honor. No, but I hope to achieve it, although the exact style is something I will explore and discover over time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Finding a solid fashion style is difficult and not something that I'm fully convinced anyone has ever actually achieved, but I have faith in you. In my experience, it's like a slow build-up of finding stuff that works for your wardrobe. I've been so excited for my semester of school to be over because I really just want to go to the thrift store and buy a bunch of stuff because since I lean like more alternative with stuff, I can't buy any of that shit. I gotta make it, and I'm excited to start making some cool clothes. For now, I only have a foundation that I want to develop. I mean, the foundation is super important. I think having the foundation is like the most important part of that, so best of luck in developing it. I hope it goes well. So how many Pokemon do we think we're gonna do these baggy pants for? Because I am willing to bet it'll be a lot. Does that mean a Muffins merch line would all be alt style? I would like it to be. I would like it to be, Toes. I know from what I have seen that VTubers always have like some of the coolest merch, and I would really like to live up to that expectation. I feel like if I ever got to do a merch line, we would lean pretty alt and it would be fun and cool. It's actually weird, but in my case, the phrase that would fit best would be that little by little, I'm becoming more myself than I could in the past. That's so sweet. I'm so happy for you, Angel. I mean, I don't think that's weird. I think that's really sweet and touching, and it's nice to hear. I'm happy for you. Yippee! Indeed. I think my philosophy with like any merch I were to do is it's like if I wouldn't wear this myself, it can't be my merch. This needs to be something that I would also want to own. I'm not just slapping my face on a t-shirt and being done with it. But obviously, I don't think I have quite the required fan base for a merch drop just yet. We'll work on it, Toes. We'll work on it. Thank you for the posture check, Angel. Let me sit up a little straighter, and a work save. That's also important. Let me just knee my desk real quick. It has been saved. The work save isn't very interesting because you can't really see anything, but I promise I did press Control S on my keyboard and it did save. The way you can tell if a Clip Studio file is saved or not, by the way, I will tell for you guys. So you see up here how there's like a little dot beside my working canvas. If I press Control S, it does the little download and then it turns into an X, and that's how you know it's been saved. So I promise it is actually being saved and I'm not just lying to you. Hey, if you drop merch tomorrow, I can promise I'd probably drop 150 plus, as I recently just did that. Truer words have never been spoken, Toes. I definitely love a good merch drop. It's good to know I have you behind me. I need that backing. But I don't know, I'm really into designing that kind of stuff, so I honestly totally would love to design merch, but it will be one of those ones where it's like, a lot of people gotta ask for it before I start doing it, because I wouldn't want to put a bunch of investment into getting something made where I wouldn't be able to sell a lot of it. It's just how it is, unfortunately. I don't have that kind of disposable income. That's a huge emote, what the hell? Oh, is it because I have better GTS on? Or is that just a really big emote? Oh, it's Gigantify, I see. Thank you for the jump scare. Oh no, another putz. That, like, genuinely scared me a little bit, but it's beautiful. I like your Ditto badge as well. We gotta get Muffins famous, got it. Yeah, get on it, chat. This is your job now. I'm kidding, by the way. I am trying to get myself a little bit bigger through promotion, but I mean, if you want to help, I won't say no. Hello, hello. Oh no, another putz. Welcome to stream. Very nice to meet you. It does not say you are a first-time chatter, but I think this is my first time seeing you in chat. Unless it's been... Oh no, I'm gonna feel bad if I have forgotten another time speaking to you. Anyway, welcome, welcome. We're designing Pokemon as fashion dolls, and talking about spreading the glory of the Muffins Empire. Spread the gospel of Muffins, as Toad says. I don't recall chatting before. Okay, that's strange that it's not giving me a first-time chatterbox then. Really nice to meet you. Welcome to stream. Hello, hello. I think I found you on YouTube and followed your Twitch to check out later. Ah, okay, I see. Well, welcome. Glad you were able to make it to a stream. Glad to hear the YouTube's doing well. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good one. The algorithm favored you. For once. For once. YouTube doesn't always like me very much. I think YouTube did recently have another algorithms change that I have to go through and learn now because it's been messing with my analytics. I know, blame the platform, but it really is my fault for not checking what the new algorithm is. But I don't like it. The great hamster debate of 2026 pulled in another one. Yeah, you're right. I gotta respond to your comment on that TikTok Toes. I haven't done that yet. I did see it, and I just haven't done it yet. Whoops. That was a fun stream. I did enjoy the hamster stream. I am keeping my eyes on Maze and Hamsters Rewritten, by the way, because I do very much want to stream that game if we can get, like, a complete build of it. Right now, there's, like, not enough in the game yet for it to be, like, a full stream. But, you know, if ever they get a full build, we're playing us some Maze and Hamsters. Oh, I gotta do the little paws on the socks, and then we're done. Then we're done, and I just have to line art this. I don't know, chat. Things are looking a little dicey for getting to the Tomodachi Life demo today. This is taking way longer than I thought it would. Damn you, chat, for being so interesting and engaged. How dare you pay attention to my Twitch stream? Or you could sample it after a fashion doll. That is what I do. That has been a lot of my content career thus far, is let's draw stuff as fashion dolls, because I like stuff and fashion dolls. How dare I not just lurk in the background? Yeah! Has Twitch rolled back the, like, not counting lurkers as viewers thing? I haven't heard about it in a little while. I don't know if they actually stuck to that or not. I did not appreciate that update, I will say. IDK. I know I went on, like, a big rant about it when they announced it, because I am a very passionate lurker. I lurk in pretty much every stream that I watch. Thank you for the wrist stretches reminder. Let me do that. Also, Potts, I got so spooked by your giant emote that I didn't even say thank you for the 30 bits. Much appreciated. I'm doing my wrist stretches now. Even if I lurk, I will come drop a yeah every 30 minutes just so it counts me. And I do appreciate that. I know a lot of lurkers have started saying, like, oh yeah, I'll, like, just do emotes every once in a while so it counts me as a viewer, but, like, I still think it's bullshit. I still don't think you guys should have to do that. Just be able to, like, enjoy your lurk, right? I put streams on all the time when I draw. That's typically what I use Twitch for. So I really am not a big chatter. Every once in a while I'll say something, but yeah, really I lurk as, like, 90% of my Twitch viewing at least. So, it's just lame. I'm still supporting even if I'm just sitting there lurking. Okay, let's decide on some colors. There's a lot of teal in this design. A lot of teal, a lot of black. We cannot just do teal and black. I feel like some purple might look nice. Definitely there's some red from the eyes we could pick up on. Some white for the gloves and stuff. Okay. Yeah, we can make this work, I think. I mean, we will do just, like, this dark, like, blue, gray, black, somewhere around that area color for the hair. Basically black without making it fully black, because I don't like to use pure black on my drawings except for in, like, some very choice spaces. And I'll just do, like, a rough fill, and then I'll fix it all up with rendering later. That actually didn't do too bad. I was worried I was gonna have a lot of trouble doing that fill. Definitely I need to bring some of the texture back with rendering. This looks a little bad, but we'll fix it. It'll get better. And then some eye black as well. This is black. The shirt's black. We're gonna have to... What, Muffins? You don't like my name color then? It shows up as gray for me, Toes. I have nothing wrong with pure black. It's just for art purposes. It is literally just because if you make something the purest of pure black, it's hard to render it. Like, when I have a color like this, right, I can still go darker on top for shadow. Which is why I typically opt for, like, not quite a black when I'm drawing black. Thanks for the hydrate reminder, Angel. Cheers! Thank you guys for keeping me accountable. Gray in chat, black in stream. I got that multicolor name. Yeah. Oh, it does show up black in my stream feed. I don't know. The colors are always different between the two, so I think there is something I can do where I can like go in and set it to only be specific colors, but I'm lazy and I haven't done that. Well, I think I'll say goodbye now. It was a pleasant stream, and luckily the signal didn't drop this time. Yeah, I'm glad your Wi-Fi behaved for you there, Angel. Thanks so much for dropping by. It was really nice seeing you today. Have a good one. I'm gonna try and... Oh, it's break time. We have an ad break, so I am also gonna take a little quick 3-minute break while they run, and I will be back shortly. Wow, no, you guys don't get to see that. Where's my break button? I've lost my mouse. There we go. Alright, I am back. You're back too, Fair. Grimmy unplugged the router. What a menace. Well, I'm glad to see you back. Sorry for your Wi-Fi mishap. I had a nice chance to look through Discord at everyone's cats and whatnot on my break, and it was lovely. Really appreciated seeing all the floof. I'll get you guys some pictures of my cats after stream. Now I gotta figure out what color we're gonna make everything else. I feel that we're gonna do the teal on the pants. Like kind of this muted teal-ish color. There. I think. Hello, Destiny! Muffins saw the teeps I did. Wonderful. You'd say blue? Yeah, I think that's what we're going for. So far, the design has a lack of blue, and we need it. I'm gonna put it on the gloves as well to kind of balance up the top half and up there. Okay. This is gonna be a very monochrome design. She's getting oddly good at unplugging the rotor. I'm proud and worried. What a little smarty. Expertly learning how to cause even more menace. Yeah, we'll do black. I think that looks best. Hard typing with one hand sure is. Unless you're my mother who seems to make an art of it. Oh, I forgot to do the back part of this little strap thing here. Let me fix that. Don't AO that, Toes. We know what they meant. I'm eating, leave me alone. I assumed that that was why, Destiny. I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm nice. My chat, on the other hand. I think it's gonna kind of just look like that. Maybe that's why I didn't draw the back of the strap. I'm nice sometimes, maybe. Okay, maybe not. No, you are nice. You are very lovely. Just sometimes. Sometimes the brain is just thinks a certain way. I'm not Osc fair. I don't agree with that sentiment, but okay. Toast is making me sound like a freak. Yeah, but only like a little bit. I do that to a lot of people. It's an art, really. Consider colors. Did I wanna... I said I might add a little bit of purple. I thought purple might look good, even though Riolu has no purple in the design. I suppose red is also an option. Or we can just keep it completely monochrome. Which might be what I'm leaning towards right now. And then we just do these other sections in like a white. Like maybe a cool white. Yeah, I think that's how we're gonna do it. Wonderful. That looks pretty good. I don't know, we can just do the studs. And more white. You too, Spare, yep. This is just becoming chat's identity the more we go on. They're everywhere. They're watching you. They're ready to say Ayo the moment you say anything that could be perceived slightly wrong. It's just the way of the Twitch chat. You cannot say C-O-M-E without the entirety of Twitch chat spamming Ayo emotes at ya. And that's just the way of life on this platform. Yep, there they go. I didn't even say it! I'm a seasoned veteran of this, I know how this goes. Chat reflects the streamer. I suppose that's true. Well, I shouldn't say what I'm eating then. Probably not. Not saying makes it sound more sus. I believe you may have backed yourself into a corner there, Destiny. Good luck. Sour cream and chips because I forgot the onion soup mix for chip dip. I don't like sour cream on chips, but I don't think that's that bad. Is it creamy, Square? Let's let Destiny eat their chips in peace. I think for the eyes we will do like dark brown, but I'll make it like a reddish brown so I can add a little red highlight in there. If I ever forget the onion soup mix, I usually just throw in garlic powder to the sour cream. Ooh, that's a good hack. I can see that being good. I like garlicky stuff though, so I think you say the word garlic around me and my ears like perk up. Same with onion. I love onions so much. Where it's like I enjoy eating food that just gets me really close to just eating a raw onion. You know what I mean? Like I love Greek salad because it just has fresh chopped red onion in it. Love onion. And garlic, anything garlicky. Num num num. You love those breath enhancers. Yeah, that's a bit of the downside of it is they do make you a little stinky, but oh god, onion. Yum. I just have to like carry mince with me just for the safety of everyone around me. Or I just eat onion stuff on days when I'm not going out. Now I want garlic bread. Oh, you're so right, Destiny. Garlic bread. Now I want garlic bread. Unfair. Unfair, chat. Hold on, I'm gonna hide this again. We're gonna bring up the glorious skin tone picker. My favorite. Where is it? Where's my skin tone thing? There it is. Okay. I'm a garlic fiend in my house. Like, family will make garlic stuff and be like, that's so garlicky, and I'll be over here putting more garlic on it. That is also how I operate, Fair. I'm glad we can share that experience. Does that work? Yeah, I like that. I would like it to not completely eat up the whites of his eyes, but I'll fix that in a minute. Actually, let's just do it like this. This will be way faster. Add a layer. We're gonna magic wand the outside and then invert it and then fill. And then I just have a couple parts to erase, and that saves me so much time, I think. The magic wand is a very, very wonderful tool. Well, Fair, I guess we swapped. You have to be the toe freak. I didn't type that one. I'm down with it. Did I miss something? What? I don't know. I looked down at my stuff for like half a minute and now I'm lost. You guys are switching jobs? Bear's the toe guy now? You read my message and said I'm the same Spare. Oh, I got names mixed up. I see. Oopsies. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to read chat fast. I am the same Toes. It should be easy. You guys have very different name colors. My bad. I need to pay more attention to the stuff that comes out of my mouth on stream. Keep losing track of what conversation we're having. And our names are nothing alike. They're really not. I feel like I'm turning into my mother because this is like what she does. Where even though her children, and for that matter her cats' names are nothing alike, she will still just cycle through all of them until she gets the correct name. I'm just turning into my mom. I've been doing that to the cats lately, too. I keep calling the cats by the wrong names. And then I feel really bad about it. Even though I don't think they care. It's a groovy little emote you got there, Spare. This is looking pretty nice. I like it. Oh, I forgot to color this one in. I feel like, honestly, the Wiggly emote might become an essential one for my channel. I really like the Wiggly emotes. Okay. Let's get rendering. This one has taken me a lot longer than I thought it would. That's the blush layer, okay. On top of all that. We'll do skin tone rendering this first this time. I don't know why, it's just what's calling to me first. I guess it doesn't really matter what order I do the rendering as long as I do the rendering. Oh, the mud tips! I'll get back to my rendering now. I'm trying so hard to lock in right now, you guys. Good stuff. Okay, no more skin down there. Skin up here. A headbang emote was, like, on my list of emotes that I was considering, but it also got chopped because I ran out of emote spaces. Might need to come back and do that one at that point. Remember to always goon chat, scare! I have no stance on this. Suddenly this conversation involves me. Reminds you of me. You guys both watch her. I probably will at some point get a notification in my creator dashboard that a lot of my viewers watch another streamer. Last place I'd expect to run into someone I know at 4 AM. That's how I feel when I see you guys randomly on, like, my TikTok and YouTube pages. I'm like, you're from stream, what are you doing here? Let's do some nice, sketchy brown shading with this. And then whenever I come back to do highlights, I can pick out some of the curls. Beautiful. I'm glad I didn't put Tomodachi Life demo in the title. I don't think we're getting to that today. Next week, Friday, we'll do that. Always nice to watch a streamer when I go into work. I'm with you there, Skfair. That's where a lot of my stream watchage comes from. Is having something to listen to while I work. Should be getting to bed soon, but it's so early. Nothing wrong with having a bedtime. Especially if you have to work, like, stupid early in the morning. Sleep is good for you. Gotta be at work in like 6-ish hours. Yeah, then maybe some sleep is not a bad idea for you there, Skfair. Okay, I will be your cozy VTuber stream to sleep to if you would like. I'm typically pretty good and like consistent with my sleep schedule and all that stuff, but yeah, if I have to put a Twitch stream on to sleep, you know it's bad, but Twitch streams are also like some of the most comforting stuff I can put on for myself when I am struggling to sleep. Although typically they're VODs. Typically a lot of the people I follow are not live when I'm trying to sleep. What's the sleep schedule? Ooh. Well, you see. I mean, hey, if what you've got going on works for you, technically that's a sleep schedule. What is a sleep schedule? Well, chat, you see, it's when you wake up and go to bed consistently at a time so that your body and your circadian rhythm can remain stable. I know it's a very new concept on Twitch. A bad sleep schedule is still a sleep schedule. Exactly, Puds. That's what I'm saying. Where are my shadows on this? I actually have not decided. I guess we'll just go with where I've put the other shadows. On a good night, I get like 6 hours of sleep. Whew. I mean, everyone's different, so if that's working for you, I say respect. I cannot function if I don't get 8 hours of sleep a night. I'm an eepy little guy. I need my long rest. In like high school, I was so awful for sleep. I like consistently would go to school with like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. And like that was just fine. I would just like function and be cool and chill and okay. And then like the moment I graduated high school, that stopped working for me. I'm like, oh, I will die if I don't get 8 hours. Good luck getting me to do work if I don't rest well enough. But it's also like, if you're in a rhythm of doing like the less sleep thing, it becomes easier to function on less sleep because you kind of get used to it, I think. At least in my experience. Not that it's like good for you, but. In my defense though, that was also in 2020 times. I guess that was 2021. But, you know, still very like wary of the pandemic. And I was like, it was like, we tried to do online school, or offline school, like in-person school, and then it like kept flipping back and forth between online and offline, just as stuff happened and like people got sick and whatnot, and it was a rough year. That was my last year of high school too, so that's great. I get really sore and groggy if I get 8+ hours. Yeah, that's fair. There is like a feeling when you sleep too long that also sucks. One day I'll be awake for 30 hours, the next I will sleep for 12. Well, yeah, you gotta recover after being up for 30 hours, obviously. Sleeping too long is not a thing for me. Ooh. What a talent, Putz. It's definitely a problem for me. I love to stay in bed. Especially, like, when it's summer, I have a way easier time getting out of bed. Because, you know, the sun's up and it's all nice. But, like, when it's winter and it's cold, fuck that shit. I want to be in my bed. There is no better place than that. COVID fucked my last year of school. Glad to know I'm not alone, man. Seems to be the story for a lot of people. It destroyed my last year of high school. I met some really cool people via a Discord server that was like just like a friends of friends invite server that ended up getting so many people on it. But so I remember COVID really fondly for that specifically because I really like those people, but otherwise, fuck that shit. It was awful. It was so bad for my mental health. It messed up school. Ugh. I remember sleeping for 2 days straight. What a fun weekend. Oh, the feeling after waking up from that must have been like brutal fair. I remember COVID really fondly as a fun clip to take out of context. Yeah. Everyone like, huh? Excuse me? Yeah, it's... I think a better way to put it is just that I have good memories from some parts of COVID. You know, having there be a global pandemic was also awful for my anxiety, and it was really hard being home all the time and not getting to see anyone, but... I don't know. I definitely was very fortunate with my timing for what happened with COVID, because I was still in high school, so I didn't have to worry about, like, jobs or anything, and, you know, I was fortunate enough as well with, like, that first year. They decided, like, as soon as they realized we wouldn't be able to come back to school for the rest of the year, that, like, grades were locked, they couldn't go down, so I played a lot of Minecraft, I played a lot of Animal Crossing, and I kind of just vibed. But, yeah, it's still, like, really tough on the mentals to be alone and not be able to see anyone in person, and it took a while for that Discord server that became, like, my social supplement to get established, so... Certainly it was still very difficult, but I definitely things could have been a lot worse for me. I'm grateful for how chill I had it in the grand scheme of things. Mostly just played Animal Crossing the whole time. Yes, so you were in the same boat. I played a lot of Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing was my reason to get up in the morning some days. I was confused, thirsty, hungry, and needed to use the bathroom. Yeah, that makes sense. 2 days of sleep. Oh boy. As someone with a social anxiety disorder, I was well prepared. That makes sense. I am... You know, I'm glad you were able to have a decent experience with it at that rate then. It's such like a weird gray area of a time, because I think looking back, a lot of people are kind of like... You know, if you had the fortune to be able to stay home and just do stuff you enjoyed, it is like a time that you did kind of weirdly enjoy a little bit. Obviously not ideal, no one wants there to be a pandemic, but not having the obligation of like work and just like having hobbies and being able to enjoy yourself, that part of it was nice. Being isolated was my normal, so the pandemic worked wonders for me. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense then. The pandemic was when I first started trying to become a Twitch streamer. It didn't last very long, I wasn't very good at it, but I was also a lot younger, so... I'm assuming you mean horror, Skifair? Or do you mean honor? Oh, For Honor. Okay, I see. I see, For Honor. And you regret getting back into it. I'm not super familiar with it, so I will take your word on it. I think the pandemic created a ton of VTubers. Yeah, there was a huge VTuber boom in the pandemic. I was not one of them. I was a facecam streamer in the pandemic. The era of scuppins, yeah. What? Oh, this is a game that Saucy knows. Okay. Is it a game? Is it a game or is it a show? It sounds like a game. Thanks, Saucy, for knowing chat's interests when I do not. Back in the day, yes, I played. Oh, okay. Thank you, Saucy. Nice highlight color. I like that one a lot. I was in fact not very good. You two can bond over that. About the game, not over not being good. I have no idea how good Fair is at that game. Played a hell of a lot of Among Us in the pandemic. That's what I did. I loved Among Us. I guess that was like late pandemic, but... Mungy. Okay. This is where I said I was gonna pick out some curls, so let's do that now. Is it just me, or is this design kind of giving when people do human versions of Sonic characters? Because I feel like there's a case to be made for that. Oh, I forgot to do... Oh wait, no, okay, I haven't done my blue highlights yet, okay. I was just like so lost for a moment. Okay, and the blue highlights. Beautiful. I think I might do a little bit of bounce lighting on this, just for some funs. We'll go in after I do the blue and add some bounce. Make those shiny. I'll make the little choker thing a little shiny. I'll make these a little shiny. Alright, looking pretty good there. And now I want just like a little bit of a purpley pink. Even can be kind of darker than that. I want to do some bounce lighting. Somewhere in there I think looks good. And then just on like some of these edges. Don't do this on everything, but it looks cool sometimes. I feel like it's gonna look cool today. Everyone's being so mean to me today. I had so much stuff thrown at me. Ugh. It just means DK Rap is further away. I guess that's true. After you guys all made me lower the price of it. The goal had to be attainable. I mean, it was attainable. It was just a long way out. But I hope it will inspire some new motivation. We should make Muffins though cheaper. We should. I do actually agree with it. I have been meaning to turn the price down. Let me do it right now. I'm gonna make it 500 instead of 1,000. That was one where I'm like, ooh, I should definitely take the price of this down, and I just haven't yet. It is now 500. It hath been updated. I'm gonna make a lot of my requests cheaper, honestly. I'm gonna... Actually, I may as well do it while I'm here. I think my prices for stuff are still a little bit too catered for streams with frequent gambas, and we don't gamba enough to have the need for this. There we go. I turned the prices of a bunch of stuff down. Everything's a little bit more affordable, but I just spent 1,000 blueberries. You'll get them back. That was the 1,000 blueberries that motivated me to turn the price down. Think about it that way, Saucy. He's very tall. I didn't mean to make him this tall. But it is what it is now. I guess we're gonna have to make Lucario, like, super, super tall. That'll be fun for me. There we go. There is Riolu. I like him. He turned out pretty cool. Chat just always agrees on the Gambas. Yeah, they're too much of a hive mind. You guys all pick one and go for it. Or maybe we just gotta get better at picking gambas that will divide the chat. He's got one hell of a midriff. He sure does. I made his torso very, very long. Just built like that, I guess. Nothing wrong with it. Tall boy. I must sow discord in chat. That is true. Make them disagree a little bit more. Alright, shall we return to... chatting time? Well, we are gonna do Tomodachi Life next stream, because I do not have time to get through the demo. Wrong emote. Could have fooled me. You just send that one sometimes, so... Yeah, we'll do Tomodachi Life next stream, which will be on Friday, April 3rd, I think. And next week, I will not be doing a Sunday stream because Sunday is Easter and I have family coming. Ooh, nice. Yeah! I meant to do it today. But got a little carried away. Drawing took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but that's okay. That's how it happens sometimes. I'm gonna make sure I sync it up right now so I don't forget. There we go. Yeah, so we'll do it. We'll do it Friday. It'll be fun. I'm gonna try and make a really close representation of me. I gotta brainstorm what other me's I want to add, because I think you do get a chance to add another me or two in the demo. So I'll have to think who I want to meet. Easter is Sunday, yeah, I believe. Yeah, it's this week, or like this upcoming week, next Sunday. Yeah, it has snuck up on us. Yet again, I always forget when Easter is. I only know because all of the gluten-free stuff has started appearing in our pantry, so I know family's coming soon. I need to buy some jelly beans. Ooh, yeah, the Easter jelly beans are the best. There's this one, and they're hard to find sometimes, but there's this one brand that does these like sour jelly beans for Easter, and they are so good. They're one of my favorite candies, so I'm hoping we will be able to track some down this year because I want them. I'll report back on my success. Have you guys watched anyone play the Tomodachi Life demo yet, by the way? Because I'm interested about about how long it'll take me. If anyone has that knowledge, that would be very much appreciated. Because then I can plan around it and we can potentially do some other stuff, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I've seen it. It is not very long at all, honestly. Okay, so I'll probably try and pick something else to do on that stream as well. I'll think about it. I have not loyalty as to you, Muffins. Thank you. So I'll probably do that. I was considering maybe going on, like, Animal Jam and doing the Easter egg hunt event they have on there or something like that. So that might be what we do for the second half of the stream. Just something a little festive. Fair. You too. Yeah, so that might be it, actually. You guys want to play Animal Jam? I have an Animal Jam account. I haven't touched it in probably a year at least. I made it for nostalgia and then I haven't been on in quite a while. But we could potentially do that. That could be fun. Well, now I'm sleepy. Ads are starting soon, so I am gonna wrap up stream so you guys don't have to be saddled with another ad right before I end stream. I think that was all I wanted to talk about was next stream. So other than that, go look in my panels. Go follow me on other social medias. Go join the Discord. The Discord is the one I like to plug the most. I like the Discord. I'm gonna go send pictures of my cats on the Discord, so that's the place to be. I'm a lick toes. Have fun with that, Fair. I hope you guys all have a very great day and a very great week ahead. I will see you all on Friday. And I think that's all I've got. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for being at stream. I had a lot of fun today. See you next time. Bye, everyone!